drive at their own 25. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Give to the back. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Let's talk for just a second here about USC. You start the season top 25. Clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling on offense and on defense. I think that's the challenge early here.
Absolutely. Figuring out who you are. Obviously some talented pieces, well thought of in the top 25, but a lot of season to go out and prove it. Day one, game one. Make that first impression.
Better get that seismograph ready here in Death Valley. Huge third down coming. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they're after him. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
Third down defense is so pivotal in a football game. In this third down, nice job. Good coverage in the back end, but the rush gets home, forcing the fourth down. Nice start for this defense.
He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. Wants to throw. It's Bridges. Pulls it in. It's Burks. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag on the field. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll run the option. Give to the running back. There he goes. He finds enough daylight and gets it out across the 45, out of bounds at the 47, and a big run there. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time and late in the season.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
You know, with defense, it's this pick-or-poison game, right? Like, I got to play a little bit soft and make them run the football, but when I do that, I give the running back space, and right there you could tell he takes advantage of it.
Quarterback making checks. Looking to throw on first down. Going downfield for the big play. Oh, he dropped it, and what a missed opportunity early in this football game.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Be interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
To the big foul. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And here comes the offense on second down. Motion from the wide receiver. To the air, it's Bridges. Pocket breaking down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Travis. And he's dragged down.
Man, it's so nice to have a quarterback who doesn't flinch. You watch it, man. He's hanging in there, right? Hanging in there. Takes some time for those routes to get down the field. Gets hit as he throws it, but delivers the ball, a catchable ball down the field, and makes the big play. Nice toughness by that young man.
The Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. They'll try to get it through the air. Floats it out in space. He ended up going backwards on the play, and they will not convert that 3rd down. Well, they were counting on winning the one-on-one battle. They got the completion, but the yardage didn't work out.
Yeah, and a lot of times, man, that's what I do on short yardage situation. 3rd and short, make my guy fall forward for a couple yards, try to get the 1st down, but it was a good tackle, and the receiver got absolutely nowhere after the catch.
He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
This is a team that really prides themselves on starting fast. We've seen that before, and here they are playing at home today. Nice job on the opening drive. Lots of poise, good emotion. They don't get the touchdown they would have liked, but they kick a nice field goal. They've got the lead. Head coach has to be happy with that.
And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Coaches talk about running with violence, running with bad intentions. That's what that looks like as he gets it up to the 32. All right, guys, let's think big picture USC. The portal can work wonders if you have specific holes to fill. Breathe a little new life and energy into the program. David, these guys went in there, got a nice little haul that really could set them up for success this season.
They did, and they didn't go bonkers and go crazy, Jesse. I like how they just saw a couple guys that they thought fit their system, fit their culture, and now they're bringing them in so they can rise the tide of this team.
Yeah, this feels like a curated roster, right? They only had a few holes that they had to fill up, but they went out, they put their effort into finding the right guy. They feel like they've upgraded their roster with just a few portal additions.
They are calling for their defense in Baton Rouge. A huge 3rd down coming up. From the gun, wants to pass. Got a man, it's Poe. And boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
I mean, good news here, they get the completion. Bad news, though, not enough to pick up the 1st down. Target there, he's got to do a better job understanding where the 1st down marker is, make sure he gets the right depth on his route. Now, all of a sudden, head coach has a big decision to make.
So in their own territory, on 4th and inches, the offense will stay on the field. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work.
Aggressive. You want to be aggressive. You want to take chances, and you tell your team about it all week, and you come out, you get an opportunity in the 1st half to go for it on 4th down. You shot your shot. The problem is now you put your defense in a bad situation early in this game where you're going to have to try to find a way to get a stop and create some momentum.
The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. So they've put up some early points and now to build on this 3-0 lead. And he avoids the tackle with the slide. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Looking for a man. It's Bridges. Gonna let it fly. Hits it straight inside the 10. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. We'll see if that failed fourth down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You could see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. They're going to go right back to him on first down. Stopped at the 47-yard line, a 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers. For all of the star quality that USC has been built on, good offensive line, strong running game has always been a hallmark.
No doubt about it. I think they're built on, the passing game and explosive playmakers out wide, but they've always had that balance at USC. You got to have a little bit of the boring to go with the glitz and the glamour.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Yeah, this offense might want to think about moving the launch point for this QB, because if you take hits like that from the pocket, it's really tough to complete passes.
So now it's second and long. Trying play action. Buys a little time. Looking down the left side. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third.
Looks to me on that deep ball like he was forcing it a little bit. You got to be careful as a quarterback. You're not trying to outduel the other guy who just threw a touchdown pass. You're just trying to win the game. So just execute the plays. The ball goes to who it's designed to go to. If that means you got to turn around and hand it off, then that's what you got to do. But I think on that last deep ball, QB forcing it a little bit.
Catch in the middle. It's Buck. Breaks into the open. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Southern Cal. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. And yet another Bayou Bengal baller on the outside who can just go get it.
And if I'm a quarterback, man, I love throwing to these guys. It doesn't have to be perfect. I don't have to fit it in the box. I know my receiver out wide will make plays. LSU has had guy after guy after guy that you can name that can do that, and they might just have another one.
They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. The give to the back. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Guys, LSU has the lead here, and we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. First play of the period will be a second down. Leaves it with the back. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up third and long, and now you're set up to fail.
And the Tigers line up trying to move the sticks on third and short. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
Man, and you see those sticks, and you're like, dude, third and short, I just got to fall forward and get the first down, Palmer, but the defense comes up big and gets the stop.
So on offense, don't overthink this one. 4th and inches, just line up something easy you know you can execute in your sleep and go keep this drive going.
As strange as it seems, this is an easy decision. A little too far for the field goal. Punting does nothing for you. They'll go for it on 4th down. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Nice job by the defense on 4th down, bowing up, getting physical, stopping the run, shutting down that 4th down play. Really good job by this defense.
Fighting off the defender. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to push passes.
Gets away from one. He's got space. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33.
And I love the idea of getting this guy screen throws because of his ability after the catch. So nice job getting downfield, getting a hat-on-hat, and giving him a tunnel to run through.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. It's amazing how a play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you are.
We know about this running back's versatility, and he's made some plays in this game so far, catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. They're able to get the hit and make sure it falls incomplete.
Better get that seismograph ready here in Death Valley. Huge third down coming. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Quick strike complete. Brought down at the 33-yard line as this defense gets a third down stop.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Might be the worst-case scenario for this defense. Thought they'd held them to 3. Now the offense with a chance for more. And the offense cashes in on the roughing penalty. A mistake on special teams. We'll see if they can make it pay off. From the gun, the running back looking for room.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Here's the handoff. Headed to the end zone. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, USC. They'll try to tack one more on their score.
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but
Oh, he's got some space. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
Couldn't ask for much more there. A 1st down, and they're down to the 42. Death Valley has a well-earned rep of being intimidating. It is nice to be the quarterback, to have everything on your side.
And have everything quiet. It's the loudest place by far that I ever played. I mean, for an entire game, they are on their feet, yelling, screaming. Now listen, we can't play all the words they're yelling, Reese, but they are an intimidating breed.
LSU getting set on 1st and 10. Quarterback making adjustments. Back to pass, it's Bridges. It's complete to the left. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
It's so nice to have these big playmaking tight ends that are basically oversized receivers. Make a play down the field to him, huge catch radius, makes the play, and then I love the run after the catch. These guys can do this nowadays. He does the rest of the work and gets into the end zone.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Looking downfield on 1st down. Completes it in the middle. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I needed to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit it in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it, because he really didn't have a choice, because he was going to wear that one regardless.
Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and they've got a chance to lock this thing up before the break. Now on 2nd down. Back to pass. Just a short pass to the tight end. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Snap into the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. At the 35, he's got room. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Trojans.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. Bringing the heat. He got enough for the first down before sliding, but there is a marker on the field. It might be coming back. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. The Tigers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Scanning the field, it's Bridges. Makes the grab on the left. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this 3rd down play. Clock running. From the gun, wants to pass. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that's the play the defense finally needed, man. They were getting gashed early. First 2 drives, they gave up 2 touchdowns. They knew they had to be able to get off the field. Great job creating the incompletion there on 3rd down, now setting up 4th.
He couldn't find much running room there. Didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. Snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Here's the pressure. And the defense, got him at the 27.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and the first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. And the Trojans will line up to kick off and start the 2nd half. Out of the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the 2nd half.
Agree, so it can create some more.
Trying to get behind the defense. Pulls it in on the right. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Well, LSU receivers are known for their swagger, and that is swagger well earned after that one.
You go outside and you make plays. Like, listen, you have swag, you have confidence, and you usually get a little bit loud, Reese, and be like, listen, feed me the rock. So many great LSU receivers in the past, and it's because of that swag.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't. and he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
Hauls it in. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air, it's Bridges. Looking for the end zone. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man, or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason.
Turning it on. Got enough for the first. He'll go out of bounds, and he steps out right at the 8-yard line, and this offense is in business.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
I think defenses sometimes get frustrated and you want to get blitz happy and because you give up yards. In this day and age, you're going to give up yards. Who cares? This is the area we got to bow up. Nice job on first down stopping them. A couple more downs here to stay aggressive.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Running back looking for the end zone to the left. Powers through the defender. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
And this offense trying to be physical inside the 5-yard line. I get it, but I tell you what, Palmer, this quarterback has earned some trust from me with the day he's had.
Yeah, right now he's thinking, put the game in my hands. I'm playing well, and I'm seeing the defense well. I see what they're doing from a coverage standpoint. Count on me to throw a touchdown here and help out our team.
Here's a hit. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
All right, interesting decision for you now. How confident are you in your offense? You got a big fourth down. It is early in the game. Do you feel like your guys can go out and generate a touchdown, or do you want to play it safe and kick the field goal?
What a disappointment. No good. And guys still down by 4, still needing a touchdown to take the lead. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Wants to go up top. Gets it out quickly. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
You know, the beautiful thing about being a quarterback is you can throw a little drag route, and they can take it 60. When you got fast playmakers on the outside that you can get the ball in their hands really quickly, great things can happen. 1-yard passes can turn into 60. It's beautiful to be quarterback.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Quickly out to the tight end. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
Wants to throw on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Payne. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
Really nice job on that play. Quarterback and receiver being on the same page. Quarterback not telegraphing the throw, and the receiver does a nice job finding the soft spot in the defense, just settling down and giving his quarterback a nice target to throw to.
They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. He never had a chance on the draw. Tackled almost as soon as he got the ball.
And this D needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game, and you've got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
Couldn't quite get the huge play on that one, but he goes out of bounds at the 37.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
They are calling for their defense in Baton Rouge. A huge third down coming up. Reads it, fires complete. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
Hey, really nice job on defense, too, understanding the situation. It's third down. We're fine giving up completions right there. We're not giving up the first down. We're keeping the football and the ball carrier in front of us. And we're tackling the catch. Awesome job, and now you've set up fourth down.
A field goal try would have been a 51-yarder. They'll opt instead to try to move the chains on fourth down. Off the RPO, throw to the right, looking for the first. He's not going to get there. Stop short on fourth down.
Love the coverage on defense there. Fourth down. They're ready for the pass. You saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play. And now their offense is coming on the field.
Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. Send the tight end in motion. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. They'll move the tight end. The run from the shotgun. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
No question they wanted to get the ball to their playmakers, and both receivers have come up big through 3. 1 quarter to go, and Mike, we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. After swapping ends of the field, that gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Offense breaks the huddle on third down. Looking downfield, it's Bridges. Throws to the wideout. Serious arm strength on that third down pass, but it's incomplete.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set in the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. on. The running back tries to hit the hole. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Back to pass on second down. Fires downfield. He almost had the pick, and that could have given them a boost. Instead, it'll be third down.
Man, is that the opportunity they needed? That is exactly what this defense needed. They need to swing momentum. They needed to get the ball back to their offense if they wanted to win this football game. Just such a huge missed opportunity.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. And it slips through his fingers. Incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. The critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
The Trojans decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. No return possible on this one. It goes out of bounds, and they'll mark it right around the 30-yard line. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. They'll pick up 4, second and 6 coming. Kept it on the ground on first down, now back to the line. It's a draw. Makes it past the marker. Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play.
We got all these fancy pass plays and all these fancy formations and shifts and motions and all this stuff you make me think about as a defensive guy. And then you slip that in. Really nice job by the offense, hitting you with the draw, with the unexpected. Nice job getting a big game.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's first and 10. Finds it back in the middle. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
Well, you're seeing the balance this offense has, how they can create explosive plays in a variety of ways. We just saw one come in the run game, and now you see one coming in the passing game. I'll tell you, they've got this defense on their heels.
LSU with the first and 10 here. Back to throw, it's Bridges. Here comes the heat. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. The pocket broke down, and the quarterback had to take the sack.
Really impressed by this pass rush, Reese. Just guys winning their individual battles one-on-one up front. They're able to get to the quarterback.
And the Tigers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Wants to fire on second down. Throwing right. And there are flags flying as the pass falls incomplete. We'll see who it's on. Just a little too much there, a little too handsy, and they nabbed them for the defensive holding penalty. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. The give to the tailback.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, second and 7. He'll keep it himself. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
A really good job by the defense, understanding third down, the situation of the game. I play a little bit deeper, take away the sticks, react to shorter. I got to go get him on the ground now. Nice job making the tackle, but playing the down and distance first, and now forcing a fourth down.
They're throwing for it on fourth down. Trying to pick up the first out of the backfield. Touchdown, Tigers! They move on top here in the fourth.
Man, how about this quarterback right away seeing, I got to get rid of the football. There's a lot of guys near the line of scrimmage. He spits it out, and I let my receiver do the rest. Let my playmaker make me look really good. Really nice pitch and catch. And guess what? You got the lead now in the fourth quarter.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity. There he goes. The 40. Past the 20. Touchdown, Trojans. And with that, they move out front here in the fourth.
Man, I love this offense, being able to run the football late in the game when it matters and punch it in for the touchdown, and more importantly, take the lead.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Oklahoma is lighting up the scoreboard right now thanks to a dazzling offensive display.
Fans in the stands going, no, take a knee, no, yes. Over 100 yards to the kickoff return. Nice job taking that in the end zone, making a huge play.
Needs this one to push the lead to a field goal. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. Those opportunities, those returns like that can be such game changers, and everyone was right on point, and he took it to the house. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot, and now let's see if they can pull this one out. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of the spot.
He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. Got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
Running back searching for a hole. Picks up the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
First down, you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big game.
They're going to ride this running back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. A touch out of field goal range. They need to pick up yards quickly on third down. Leaves it with the running back. Stopped right at the 42-yard line as this defense forces a fourth down. Huge play here late, and this crowd is coming to help the defense. On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on fourth down?
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
Good field position here as they start this drive from their 43. Looking for a man. It's Bridges. Makes the grab.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide. And a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
The Tigers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Bunch formation for these receivers. Now the play fake. Finds his tight end. They run him out of bounds. He gets it to the 47. Looks as if they're going to get the W behind a really good performance from their passing attack and maybe hold that edge in the rankings as well, fellas.
They're going to hold the edge. They're going to create some separation, too, I think, because of the throwing ability. This quarterback came into this game lighting it up. We knew in the preseason this guy had talent, but against an opponent like this, David, it's impressive to see his performance.
Well, it's one thing to have talent, but to get all the talent with the new pieces every single year to work together, this passing attack looks like they're going to be formidable. And now you already got that one top 25 win for the rest.